Hi IELTS people, welcome to the month of May 2024. The IELTS speaking topics, that is the introductory round, the cue cards and follow-ups are going to change somewhere in the mid of May. As you all know that IELTS speaking topics change every 3 or 4 months. Before that happens, let's discuss some of the topics which examiners are asking in the real test during these days. And I am going to discuss the introductory round part. There are around 16 topics which we are going to discuss. If you are planning to sit for IELTS speaking test in next 15 or 20 days, most likely your examiners will and should ask you these topics. Make sure that you do practice them. The first topic is study or work. Pretty common. Let's look at the questions. Do you study or work? What is your major subject? What are you planning to do after your studies? Do you want to change your major? Do you prefer to study in the mornings or afternoons? Are you looking forward to working? How much time do you spend on studies each week? And the last one, what changes would you like to see in your school? Second topic, advertisements. What kind of advertisements do you watch? Where can you see advertisements? Have you ever bought something because of its advertisement? And do you watch advertisements from the beginning to the end? The next topic is noisy place. The questions are, do you like to stay in a noisy place? Are there any quiet places in your city? Do people have the right to make noise? And do you like loud music? Next topic, maps. Very common. And let's look at the questions of this topic. How often do you use maps in your phone? Are you good at using maps? Are there any maps in your home? Next topic is singing. There are 4 questions. Do you like singing and why? Have you ever learned how to sing? Who do you want to sing for? And the last one, do you think singing can bring happiness to people? Moving on to the next one, remembering things or remember things. Let's look at the questions. What do you have to remember to do every day? Is it easy for you to forget to do these things? Are you good at memorizing things? How do you help yourself to remember things? And the last one, have you ever forgotten something important? Running is the next topic. Do you like running? Where do you run? Which places do you think are perfect for running? Do you think running is a good way to stay healthy? The next topic is hometown, and examiners ask this topic from almost every candidate. Questions. Where is your hometown? What do you like about your hometown? Is it a good place for young people? How long have you been living there? Do you like living there? And is there anything you dislike about it? About it means your hometown. Next topic is video games, newly introduced. Do you play video games? What kind of video games do you like to play? Is it good for young people to play video games? And do you often watch others play video games? Tea or coffee? This was introduced in January and examiners are still repeating this topic. Do people like tea or coffee nowadays? Do you prefer tea or coffee to serve your guests? When was the last time you had a cup of coffee, and do you usually buy your coffee in a coffee shop? News. Do you pay attention to famous people in the news? Do you think news reports about famous people are always true? What kind of famous people do you often see in the news? And the last one, who is your favorite celebrity in your country? Next topic is gifts. 3 questions on gifts. What gifts do you want? Are you good at choosing gifts? Have you given other gifts made by you? Next topic is accommodation. That means house or apartment, whatever you call. Let's look at some questions. Do you live in a house or a flat or an apartment? Which is your favorite room? Can you describe it? If you could improve one thing in your room, what would it be? And how long have you lived in this house? What do you like the most about this house? Can you describe the view from your windows? And do you plan to live there in future too? Musical instrument. Do you know how to play a musical instrument? Do you think students should learn to play musical instruments at school? Have you taken any classes on musical instruments in school? And which musical instrument do you like? Last one, how easy would it be to learn to play a musical instrument without a teacher? Money. Money is another topic. How do you save money? What do you think of e-payments or online payments? Do you often use credit cards? Do you think cash will still be popular in future? And the last one, do you like spending money or saving money? Phishing is another topic, very old, introduced in January, and examiners are still asking. Let's look at the questions. Is phishing popular in your country? Do you like eating fish? Have you ever been to a place with a lot of fish around? And have you ever seen any movies with a lot of fish? These were the introductory round topics which the examiners are asking, and most likely they will change somewhere in the mid of May. But before that, if you happen to sit for the real test, practice these questions, because this is not a random guesswork. These are real exam questions, and examiners will and should ask you these questions. If you're planning to sit for your IELTS speaking test before the topics change, which, like I said, most likely to happen somewhere in the mid of May, practice these topics, because this is not a random guesswork. My name is Vikas. I represent Insignia Overseas. It's one of the leading IELTS and PT institutes in Haryana, and we make sure that we make IELTS simple for you. Thank you.